Good morning, TikTok, and especially Book Talk. Normally, I would blather on and on with no notes, uh, usually about my own books or my own philosophies, but today I'm doing a review of a book, and I take that responsibility much more seriously than selling my own books. And this book that I'm reviewing is called Meat Puppets, and it's by Lee Glenwright. Now, I'm going to be looking at notes from time to time because it's a book that merits being taken seriously. I've given it 5 stars, and the writing of this book is really savvy. It's so smart. Uh, the vocabulary that the writer uses is specific to a place and specific to a time, but because we can't pinpoint that time and that place, I mean, clearly, it destabilizes us for the content of the book. And the content of the book is horrific. It's a urban horror story. And it starts off with a reporter who's entertaining a friend, entertaining in quotation marks, by telling her horrific stories. And until at the end of the book, he finds himself involved in a story of his own. Now, I can't praise enough the writing of this book. It's beautifully written. You can smell the place. You can feel the place on your skin. It's I deeply admire this book. Now, there are a lot of writers that I admire, a lot of independent writers that I admire. I've said so before: Lonnie Bush and Gary Cruz, P.J. Denby, whose first novel that she published was one of the best starts to a career that I've ever seen. And I'm also crazy about Dan White's writing. But this is the first time that I've read a book and given it 5 stars where I felt a little jealous of the writer's time left on the earth. He's young, and, well, young compared to me. And I thought, gosh, the time he still has to write down stories and to excite his reader, I am jealous of that. He loves to write. That's clear in every page of the book. And that he still has time and loves to write, well, that's both a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing for him, and it's a curse for somebody of my advanced age, because you start to feel that sense of urgency that there's more to say and there's more to write. And he, thankfully, is not at that stage of his life yet. But it's a terrific book. It's called Meat Puppets. Perfect title. And it's by Lee Glenwright. And it's the kind of book where it's the first book I've read of his, and all it does is make me want to take the plunge into all of his writings. Now that I've given this book a 5-star review, I'm going to tell you who's on my TBR, my immediate TBR. Like everybody else, I have a long TBR. But these are the next 3 writers that are on the list: D.N. Bryn, and Henry Wright, and then Lorna Peel, because I'm looking for a romance book that is not, that is outside of standard issue happily ever after romances that I get a little nervous about reading. So there you go. Thanks, Book Talk. Thanks, TikTok. And readers, pay attention. Lee Glenwright, Meat Puppets. And I have blathered a little bit.